Yeah, thank you so much. Ayaw lang magkukwentuhan, eh, mo, Sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Ayaw lang Ayan, sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Sweet dreams po sa mga tulog na. Ayan, birthday nga pala ng kuya ko today. So, happy birthday, Kuya Victor. Happy birthday. Istorya garud love life mo. Love life ko? Okay. Since dalawa lang naman tayo, sige, go. Di happy birthday. Ayan. Bakit hindi pa rin ako na-add? Covered by the banner. Okay. Saan ako mag-uumpisa? Good night, kano ko na ni Nurse Box. Ayan, maturugan ni Nurse Box. Ay, good night, Ay, po. Apa nga kasusay? Apa nga kasusay? Ayan. My love story begins when I was 13. O, diba? When I was 13, I was still in the elementary. Ano kasi ako, I was late when I entered elementary. Sir, play all video, masadutak lang ang comment. Yan, sabi ni Nurse Box. So, mega love shoutout sa 3 milyon dyan. I have a crush with my younger classmate. Di ba love life yun? She. So, not knowing that he has a crush on me too. Apa nga naka-hide ni Nurse Box. Kasi kapilay tapnuhan nga ma-hide. Sige. I trust you. Kasi I give you a color because I trust you. Sige na, ituloy mo nang istoryahan ka pa. Basta. So, not knowing that he has a crush on me too. Kasi I am older, so nakakahiya, no? Na umamin pagka ganun. Char, crush pa lang yun, pero matanda na ako. Tanda na ako sa kanila. I'm supposed to be in the grade 6, but since nag-repeat ako kasi, nag-stop ako ng grade 2. So, It so happened that our playground, I mean, reply? Okay, tuloy mo lang ako sabay sketch ko, Rupam. Thank you, Imo Cirque. And so it so happened that our playground there is so wide that we can play all the games that you could imagine. Volleyball, basketball, tag, inya tawag na ka di DJ Kwan, patentero, ayun. And then, ang napili naming laruin is basketball, boys against girls. Ang nag-suggest is one of my classmates. Oh, mabait lang dating ako nga LS. Ada baharang ijikon. Hindi manag kayo. Awan harang ko. Why? Kasi nga doon sa ano ako nag-set. OMG. Doon ako kasi sa day pigamin kwan. Day pigamin webcam ko direct na ko mga ag-live guys. Jay ako ma-direct na ag-live ket ag ikot laeng. So napana ko dito StreamYard. Okay. So I'll be deleting this one. Delete forever. Wait lang, saglit lang naman yung kwento ko. Tak. Tapos, update. Mamaya na siguro malalagyan ng harang yan. Kasi something went wrong kan. Ayan, tapos, one of my classmates, pakikan man ng IJT awan. Di bali, tutuwa ta lang. That's gone. So we played basketball, but then the higher grades came in to join. So grade 5 versus grade 6. So nag-join force na kami. And then, so join force, mix na. Grade 5 versus grade 6. Pero ka-age ko yung mga grade 6. Tapos, kanayon nga Shakti apan nagagardan, o, di ba? Shakti apan na ngay alalayan, kat agkadwa kami guard, kat ko na, iji ka man, kayak na ito eh. Kat syempre, basitak garod. Makiin-in nagawak alata. I stay on ting nga ngay, tiko, ay asidong tiring. At no, han nga may shoot, Shakti makakatch. Ikat, idurun-durundak. Tapos, hindi ko iji ka man, baka masakitan ka. Kunana. Kanak, abay nga masakitan na. Ay, adi. Iapo da ito. Iji ka igid, iji. Kunana. Ipapaigid na siya igid ti court. It was long time ago, so hindi ko masyadong maalala the details. And then, mag-umpisa ng magkantsawan. Uy, kung na nakakasta. Siyempre, elementary. Uy, protective, kung kunanda. Hala, apay ka no. Uy, Manali, nalpaskan ba? Mabiitak lang. Ituloy mo lang JLS mo. Mapan kami to damdam. Mapanak to damdam ay J. Uy, protective, kung kunanda. Ngaykat ka na. Hala, niya ka no, DJ. Okay, ayaw makagarud ya. Haan ni, nalinglingit ka garo dun, iji kaigid, dakwan. Ipasak na lang kanyam. Tas hanak gerd, I was an athlete before ngam kaslamay nga no basketball kat naglaka ka mabandog. Di ba? So, tapos kunanda. Hawanan nga kaya ti girls, sige, half court tayo na lang. Hindi ka karo nga nagpukpuk kami ijay. Na may ano na, may mga the moves, may mga ninja moves na. Tapos tuloy pa rin ang kantsawan. Tuloy pa rin ang kantsawan hanggang itikwan pa. Idinalpasan di game, nangabak ti grade 6, of course. Tatadaktal da. Kung na nakikasta. Di bali, uray no naabak kayo, amukmat lang nangabak ako na. Nangabak ka ti. Nangabak akong ka ko na. Apahimot ko na. Nga nangabak ka. Basta. Na. Tibalay dagami ngikit iji lang babanti school ni. Hindi, so ano, bumaba kami, agawid. Agawid ka, syempre, medyo aday yung pagpagnaan. Nag-aramid kami ti shortcut nga asid kami makadaan iji another bantay. Syempre, another bantay ta. Bantay-bantay ka rin. Nahigat ka na. Itulog ka man ni Jayan yung. Ano? Apay mo? Adamot ti kakadwak, adakadwak, da Shane, da kwa. Kahit ko warod, uray hanggang idi ko lang, iji anti karayan ko na. Siko, ano ko? Tapos, syempre, kantsawan manan. Ikaw, everyday nan nga arami dun di. Tapos, kananda, da kayon inya. Anya, ti da kayon. Syempre, kilig-kilig naman ng lola mo, pero syempre, dahil nga I'm older, ano lang, pasimple. Pasimple lang na. Tapos si Dikwan, back to school days, syempre, it was my first ever menstruation. Kathan ko nga amo na agdati menstruation ko. I thought it was just normal that something's coming out or kuan kat awan aditi dalak nga ko anything with me. Ikat ko na. Syempre kara-recite lang niya. Kat karatak dorak. Kat isudat ti ada jilikod ko. One boy, one girl to desk ngay gamin si GC me. One boy, one girl ngay kat idi nag-recite ak ti makdorak. Kuna na nga kasta. Agtuga ka man. Kuna na. Apay, kat agresay tak garud. Han ka ba lang agres-recite? Agtutugaw ko pa ilang ko. I didn't know what was happening, but I followed the order. Nagtugaw ka di, nga nagsao. Kunan ni teacher me. What is wrong with you? Why don't you stand up? Kunan na nga. Hanak nga makasumbat. Hanak nga makasumbat. Ngagat. Kunan ni crush. Ma'am, kuwagamin. Adati secret. Kunan na. Ngagat. Ha? Siyempre, nagbulungan na naman ang mga classmates namin, no? Nakano ti secret. Ala, nakano secret da. Tapos nagsurat iso na ngay. Ada stain mo kung na nakatintod na kanya. Ngagat. Anya. Kuna. Siyempre, ang covered nga mo. I was old but I didn't know nga at that moment siya darating. I thought it's going to be at night. Something na walang tao. Ganon, di ba? I got kuna na. Excuse me, ma'am. Agawid ak lang diit. Kuna na. Nagawid adi. Siyempre, si Benjamin isay lang babanti school. Dapat nagalati pads ni Manang na. Taiso na ti last child. Dapat nagalati pads ni Manang na. Tapos nagalati jacket. Tapos nagsubli. Kat ka na. Ni, apay nga nagbayag ka. Anya day ta. Ikat. Basta secret ko na. Tapos inawat na kanyak di jacket. Nakabulsa i-JJ ko. Pad. Kat inka di toilet ko na. Napanak adi. Tapos ko na. I-cover mo na ita jacket di talikod mo. In-cover ko nga talaga nga in-cover ko di likod. Hindi na panak di toilet. Kinitak di paldak. Ala! Grabe! No? Tapos inggal-gal ko adi di paldak. Ta syempre di uniform nga ikat easy wash lang, di ba? Inggal-gal ko nga ikat medyo J-cloth gamin J-cloth uniform ko nga ikat something cotton. Katahan adi nga nalaka nga mamagaan. Kat kuno kanya ti kastak dito kat aga klase kami adi. Ngaso day in galgal ko tapos kat in kwakmat lang in pasangok ngay jay ayan tinabasa. Tapos in barikas ko jay jacket. Tapos nagsubli ako man jay klase. Tapos kay kat idi malam na di ala thank you kung kuno. Tapos ti awag da girl kanya kat da co-girl. Hawan day tinga da co-girl han mo ammo kunan day maysa. They may nga kalaingan mi nga lalaki. I wouldn't mention names. Anyway. Ay, awan day tinga ka, girl. Nalaing ka mo, tiyamo kung mapingahan mo, amo day ta. Handa. Alakot, sorry mo. Amok ang haanak nga prepared, adi. Kuna. Ay, first. Kuna na. Wow. Adi memorable ta, shakti first. Kuna na. Ha? Niya, di magbagam? Ay, kaya, wag na. Tama na. Tawa na, may lalaki na. Well, to cut it short, naging kami nung elementary, Naging kami, and then, syempre, hindi high school, magkakaiba na kami ng section, di nga kat mas sport-minded isuna. Ako naman is more on academic, hindi high school, tapos more on bulakbol, kasjay. So, naging hindi na kami masyadong nagko-communicate. Tapos, ang daming nagkaka-crush sa kanya. So, parang ako, distance na lang. Ngiti-ngiti na lang pag nagkakasalubong. Tapos, kung na nakakasakat, abay ngayon, kung na nakakasakat. Siyempre, nalawa ang tilubong pa, you can choose whoever you want to be with. Kuna. Tapos, aduon mo't lang ti mabarkada, iso nga, awan, di ba ang barkada talatan? Yun na, the end. Kasi, ginag-college kami, like, we never saw each other kasi sa Bali school na. Thank you for coming, KFT. Salamat sa thumbs up. And then, doon na, na-meet ko na yung naging father ng mga anak ko. May samot lang nga paliwawang, may samot lang I don't know what's in his mind, but he was stuck in college, maybe waiting for me. Maybe he waited for me. Kasi mas nauna isuna. Though agka-age kami, ngay katkuan, nauna isuna nga nag-eskwela, at the same time, ewan ko nga ba, nauna isuna nga nag-eskwela, tapos, inuray dakmat lang. Bitin ang climax. Kasi nga, ano ba? Yun nga, naging kami, pero hindi parang lang. Well, it's, nakiasawa ba ni First Lamuan? Nakiasawan isuna. Ada iji Japan ni wife na. Ada isuna iji Pilipinas. So, idi last 2000, Idi 2015, nagbuo kami nga manan nga kakabatch iti alumni kasi awan pa iti nagbubuo ti alumni iti school mi nga di. Actually, I was a transferee iti ng school. So nga medyo kat syempre 1 to 6 lang di jay awan ti section na. Iso nga makikita nung addat ti Barbaro iti elementary KFT, wag ka na muna. Lumadlag, dala ko nga Ito kasing si Imo. tanong ng love life, di nag-reminisce tuloy ako ng elementary days. So, yun, saan na? Saan na? So, makikita ngayon, no, Adati Barbaro, at syempre, no, bago ka sa paningin, akala nila ikaw yung pinakamaganda. Parang ganun. Akala lang nila. Pero hindi nag-high school dan. Sana may naging kami, Monali, ikaw, huwag ka nga dyan. Don't me, sa ganda mong yan, don't me. Ayan, mega love shoutout sa 8 million viewers natin dyan. Thank you so much for coming. Ayan, isiset ko na po yung harang. Resume host, huwag ka munang magbasa ng comment. Something went wrong pa rin. So, hangkuan mo no ay natin ng meetan na kay ni wifey na though they are not yet officially yet married, that they have kids already. Ay, sayang. Char-char ka manan, KFT. Hello, Manong OC. Salamat. Salamat sa pagbisita. Yan, i-on ko na po yung harang. Ayan, naka-limited na naman. So, I don't know why. Katawan mo tinang nangyari. Ay, naku. Magre-request ako ng review. Okay. Bitin talaga promise, nag-jump on easy conclusion ang story. True, nahiya na ako eh. Yun. Yun na. Tuloy na matulog. Okay, sige. Good night pa rin. Good morning. Next love story naman. Kasi hindi naman natuloy na rin. So, yun. So, na-meet ko matni. Hello, Lutong Simple. Na-meet ko naman si Future. Ayan. Since medyo studio sa Kidi, ayan, bibigyan kita ng kulay, kapatid Lutong Simple. Pwede kang magbaba ng iyong link at makipagdikitan po sa ating mga kaibigan dito. Ay, guys, pwede po kayong magbaba ng mga bahay. Sana si Future na ma-meet. Good night, Manong. It was lovely at first. It was lovable at first. Charot. Hindi ka di. Actually, I don't like him so much because di garud na-stuck iso na iji college. Nga ti aramidan da ngay kat agtamtambay ti billiardan, inuman. EJ asidag ti BSU campus, J Kwan. Maslin, napikadit na Banday, kung alam nyo yun. So, yun. Ang crush ko noon is yung isa. Magkapangalan pa naman sila. Lovely at first sight. Magkapangalan pa naman sila. Pero yung isa yung crush ko, yung mas maliit. Kasi magaling siyang maggitara. Ewan ko ba, pero na-attract kasi ako sa mga taong magaling maggitara. Ni guitarist kat Alam ko yun. Pero yung guitarist niya, wala siyang pagtingin naman din sa akin. So, how is that, di ba? Pero siya pa rin yung mas sinusundan ko kapag syempre lahat kami magkakakilala kasi yung maliit may malaki naman na marunong maggitara. Che! Kasi itong si Future wala siyang talent, hindi siya marunong kumanta, hindi siya marunong maggitara. Ang talent lang niya maglaro ng billiards, play ng cards, mag-skip ng klase, inom. Yun ang talent niya. Barkada. Yun ang talent niya. So, mas attracted kasi ako dun sa makapainlove kaya tinalayan. True! Siyempre, I was an officer during college man nun. I was a secretary in the class. So nga, I was a song conductor in the college. Or song leader, something like that. In the college. No, adda aditi program iji college da kami ti agpa-pair ta iso na girl tinanay ng gitara tapos siya ti ag-ilid ti o sige na Kif, don't sing. Nalain ka nga gara. Nya ti siya ti agilid ti kanta. Ket syempre da kami nga kanayon ti aday di sango adi kini crush kat ako lang yung nakikilig. Ako lang yung kinikilig, siya hindi. Tingin niya lang sa akin kapatid. Although may maraming nakakahalata na may crush ako sa kanya, alam din naman nila na wala. Wala akong, paano ko ba aalisin tong overlay na ito? Ayun. Yish. Ay, ganun pala. Kid din. Saklap. Anya ka din? Third year kami na, EJ. Third year kami. Kasi first year kat iba na naman ang crush ko. So, the third year kami, fourth year da. No, adati activities ti fourth year, maiinay na yun kami kasi ang kaka-major kami. Kat syempre, ijayak adi abay na. Syempre, mas matapang na ako nung college kasi halos magkaka-age na. Tapos, apa na umabay adi kanya na. Apa na umabay kanya na. Tapos ko na, ada ka man nandito eh. Umang nga may abay kanya. Tapos, sumurot mo dyan may isa. Nga best friend na. Iso da girl mo tiyag kasabay. Sumurot mo dyan best friend na. So, ni crush, iri left side ko, siya, tapos jay best friend na. Tapos agsauda nga duwa. Uda tagkasaya. Tapos atal na kayo. Kaslaya kasi atal na kayo. Nagdangaga. Ganun. Kanya ka pa. Kono ko na ni crush ani kanya. Parang tinataboy niya ako lagi. Gawa ni chika lang nga kasi kung ano mabalbalin na nga ibaga. Mas matapang, oo. Siyempre. Para ano ba't naging crush mo, hindi mo rin lang lalapitan. Parang ganun yung nasa utak ko. Crush ko karod. Tapos idi na ibagak iti friend ko nga, crush ko nga ini ko ah. Paglaing kami nga ang gitara. May kat, hala, naging dalawa na kaming nakatingin sa kanya. Jimmy sa nga friend ko. Kanay mo't nga nakatinginan. Ay, wow! Kunak man no November pa eh. Tapos, kung ano-ano na kinukwento ko dito para sa'yo. Ayan,
Alam
may
ko lang.
kalapag ko.
Tani madama. I-sketch ko lang na ito tapos ituloy ko na bit. Dami kasi nakapila parang tapos.
Okay.
Ulit mo na. Resume.
During that time, nga dati activity in the fourth year, syempre in the beginning, ada kami man nga officers ijesango. Kat officer mat lang isuna. He's so unlucky to have me. Tama din nagarad kanya. Pero, anya dito yan. Pero kay kayat dakmat kay ayaban. No, adati, kumbaga, ang jamming. No, kumbaga, ang jamming dang. Kanya, Nat, umay ka? Hintay yung EG ko, last gate. Kanda. Iso namat lang tag-ayab. Pero, as a friend nga talaga, garanti man tikita na kanya. One time, amon mo tanan ano, kas pangarigan pas ta exam, di college, kat kalangay nga celebration. Pumasa ka man o hindi celebration. Ngagat ko nanda. Tayo dyan last gate. So, buong tropa, yung mga babaeng team ko, tsaka yung mga barkadang lalaki, nagsama-sama na pang kami namin dyan last gate. Kasi end of the sem na yon. No. It's not yet the end of the sem. Parang may vacation something. Dati 1 week vacation. Anda ba kasi? Nalipatak na eh. No, pa nga nag-break kami, G. Dati break ti klase. Tapos, napang kami, G, last gate nga di. Siyempre, buong tropa, ada J. Dagizaytihan mi lang kakanduhan kat the future, kasi sa bali ti tropa da. Da iji bangir mo, iji banday, iji kwan. Oo, yata first sem yun ng third year. Iji bandan ti kompyuturan, iji bandan ti inuman, iji da. Kami kat iji last gate, iji NT poston di may sanga, iji cum laude. Ay, han gaya cum laude. Yes, I am a graduate of BSU Manali. Tapos, hanggang, syempre, same kami ti pagluganan ta, buyagan isuna, tapos ni best friend na, garo ba kami ij upper wangal. Iso nga talaga nga, urayan dak, kat gentleman damot timan, iso nga ko na nakini best friend na, urayan ni Nats, at lang agukuyog tayo. Tapos, syempre, no naka-alcohol kami, baga na kitamday ta pag ganun-ganun na siya. Amo na gamin nga, crush ko suna. Bantayam day ta, kung pala na yung best friend na. Damat lang ti may sangahan nga taga BSU nga makadkadwa naamamo mi iji naslit. Kasi kanayon mat nga mapmapan ijay. So naging kaslangay nga acquaintance nga nagkakadwa kami ijay. Crush na lang ni crush. Kurbaan kami mot. Where kurbaan? Curious ako ng kurbaan. Tapos, that night, day J nga rabiin, nasubra ako sa ngay tinainom ko. Nagkat ko na kini girl. Girl, apay nga da ka dito manan. Ko na. Tapos ko na kanya, apay, ay nga ti problema. No, ang ka nakainom, best friend ta. Ko na. Nagkat ko na, best friend talata. Best friend talata. Ang damdamagak lang, no, apay nga da ka ta. Ko na, nagkat kaabay na gawin ni crush. Kat ko na. Uy, nauna ako nga namamo isudano sika ko na. First year kami palang katadda kami dito ko na. Ay, so, nagdakkel ti problema girl no kasi ko na although I'm tipsy nga maalala dagay words nga yung bagbagak. Tapos kinabigatan kat mababainak mat lang ati kanya data nagsasabat kami manan ijay kat nagkikindan chow kami manan kat ay talaga ni Nats makikita san muging mo nga talaga ko na. Agis isom lang ni crush. Basta gitara lang, ang kanta-kanta lang. Parang yung bang, sige lang, may love kayo lang kanya. Okay. Education. Pakapang forestry. Wait lang Di ko maalala yung college. Now I remember. Kumukun na inatambayan niyo. Tapos, kanya pa ba? The next night, the next day, next school day, ngayon nag-iinistorya kami di panggup di night nga di ay. Pa-fall lang pala agad si Crush Gun. Adi, amo na gamin nga ado ti main in love no guitarist. Hindi siya kagwapuhan pero ganapi kasi ang galing niya maggitara tapos masabayan na di kanta na ay Diyos ko. Diyos mi inday garutay nga talaga. Oo. Di ka sasaluin. Papa-fall lang. Tapos, nag-inustoryaan da di jay. Kalangay nga nakadlaw mat ni future. Ni, ay, aging inom kagaya mo ikat ang kakaumay ito Kuna na. Aging inom makmat nabayag. Idi pay lang na. Ngam sabali gamin mati kakagroup mo. Sabali mat gamin ti barkadam ko na. Sabali barkadam, apay ako makunak. Ingat, kanya number mo? Kuna na. So, yun. Nag-start ng conversation. Ang phone pa namin noon is 3310. Kung gaano kagandang gumawa ng mga images gawa na ay gamit ang mga emoticons. Jingay kwan, close and open parenthesis lang. Makakagawa ka ng flower, kumbaga, basta, some images nga isisend dati kwan. Graphics ba? Tawag dun? Basta. Tapos ngayon, alag sa saruno, morning, lunchtime, afternoon, adakas dyan nga waris receive ko. After After few months, mga 3 months nga ako dyan ang text, hello, hi, ay naayan mo. Kasi dak lang dito eh, kailangan kasi reply ko lang kat adak lang dito eh. Ada kami kanda kwa, nagay babarkadak ito eh. Apan mi kitanda kwa. Ada ti friend ko gaming nga taga Ifugao. Hinggat iso ti pinaka best friend ko nga lalaki. Kat adamat ti gayam na. Nga kabatch mi mat lang pero sa bali ti major na. Ngamda kada kami adi nga kanayon ti kakadwa. kini lalaki. Tapos no kan, sakpayin pagdamagan na. Nakita ko, wala na. Ingat. Napanday dyan, ayan ni Angel. Dyan kami damdama. Wala na. Tapos, ano ba? Wala akong masyadong maalala. Good memories lang please. Wana. Gawin ka talaglagi po, Adi. It's been a long time. Tapos, so, another weekend. Friday man nun. Hinggat nag-ayab man the crush. Uy, intayo, Jay, last gate damdama. Nakasay. Siyempre, the major classes may adalat ti minor class kat agsisina kami adino after the major nga class. Hinggat, before kami nga agsisina the major class ko na. Last gate. Alas 5. Say. Kapun. Kulak mo ta. Tapos nakita mo't ni Future. Last gate kayo manan. Kunana. Papaya, niya pakialam mo. Kunang, syempre hindi ko naman siya type. Hindi naman kami. He, KFT. Papol ka din eh. Tapos, edi, nagsisina kami. Edi, nadangag kami ni Future DI. Nga alas 5. Edi, anda kami nagpa-switch last gate manan. Na kami sa last gate manan. Nag-istorya, agja-jam, kantahan. Tapos, napaaya sila na naman ng inuman. Kat ko nakala. Friday manan. Wan adi kat Friday ko na da. Amo mo na no, anti klase no bigat kat amo yun, adi ko na da. Ngay kat, ayun, syempre, paunlak, syempre, barkada. Madimot nga balin nga killjoy. O di, naggaks kami manan Naggaks kami manan di ngay kat medyo as in sabali ti tama na kanya. I don't know, no, apay nga maditi tama na di kanya that night. Kat idi alas 10 ko na, agawid ako no manaksan. Kung kaya ako na. Kat ko na namat ni crush ko na. Wayam ani best friend ako. Nagsabay kayo parehas Lord di agawidan nyo. Kung na, kat ka na. Kung talaga kaya. Kat iturog mo pa lang dita. Kung na. Maditirik na ako na. Hindi rumrumar ako ni ruangan. May nakita kat adamat ni Future. Yata army doon na iti. Kaya niya, army doon na dahil ko hanang teritoryo dahil iti. Kaya na, sakto niya din mayak. Talaga nga rumor kan, agawid kan. Kinuyog da, adi. Siyempre, as in, gewang-gewang na ako. Ko na. Kita man mo pa nga kaya ti bagay may katanda ka pa nga itulog ti babarkada. Ko na. Get ko na. Sige, di bali siya kung mga itulog kanya. Kat siyempre, okay pa lang dagay ka kadwak. Sakgay gamin ti pinakamahina ti alcohol. Kinadadon ti bisyo nga mabisyo. Alcohol ti hangko nga kaya. Pero I never tried naman ang MJ or other things. Like bato nga ibagbagan ni KFT. Never tried injectables or other pills. Never. I tried sigarilyo since young. Since at a young age. I tried. I tried drinking since I was elementary. Nagbasit ti tolerance ko as in konting ano lang, karkaro no gin. Ay, prak nga dagos adi. Ayan, pa-refresh naman guys. Baka meron na. Pagbigyan tayo ni Lolo. Ayun, meron na. Adamat tan kanyak, apay ngay. Ayun, salamat ay JT. Tapos, din tulod At syempre, mabainak adi. Kailangan dubli-dublian. Nakakuha gamin, limited. Intulak ngay, kasi syempre, nung bumaka jeep, adalat tati mapagna, bumaba, mapan kampuni. Kung nakala, mabainak adi nga. Mabainak namang ipadanon kanya na dyan balay. Never pa nga nagipadanon na ti tao is balay. Ti lalaki is balay. Kasi ti ada jay utak ko kun ada ti kasay nga ti tutungtungan mi nga ag kakapamilya kat iskwila kay numalpasan to kwan nawayakan kasay kasi siyempre dagay mamanang ko adi ngay kat ada da ijay. So ako pay nga ta nga intulog dak dayto kung muna kumang ko kaya mat lang as in pasuray-suray akong maglakad. So hindi intulog ako nakikat ko na itoy lang. Bumaba ka nga iba si style na gamin di ka sa bantay. Tapos dayto G kalsada, dayto G paapan di balay. Ikat bumaba ka lang ti few steps di balay, makita mo ang ti tao. No, ako idi ada kami dito Ratibas nga paradaan. Kunak. Kasi, dati sa kalsada, bumabakat ada ti pagiganan niya balay. Kunak, ito'y lang hankan nga dumanon dyan balay. Kunak, my God. Sige nga Kuna na. Sige nga sa agawid kan. Ang kamanan nga agsubli ayan da Shane. Tay may isang work nga kalem ka classmate ko elementary ka. Lang mat nga to. Nuwawing sa ijayak nga mapanjayak nga matulog. Super balugak di bisyo. Pinaka makati ang paa sa aming lahat na magkakapatid. Hangka pa lang nga mapanindayan da Shane, agawid ka kitin. Kumbaga nakilala na niya yung mga kababarkadak tagay takanayon nga no namdi first time nga di ko na idi text kami. Text ko adak dito balay ti ka araw ba mi. So amo na. Bayamon muna linon kang maharang. Awan nga talaga awan. Limited kami ni Suna. Ngayon hangkamanin nga makika-aruba gawid kan ta alas 11 siguro di nakadanon kami. Kat ko na. Yan ko mabibiyang mo. Kunak adi. Yan ko matibibiyang mo kung wala ka paano nagawid ak adi. Kuna ni mama. Adamat ka sa soundjay nga to. Apay nga mo yung padanon. Kuna no. Matal na ako na di. Nagdiretso ako nga napan nagmumugka. Naturog ako. Nagdiretso ako na naman naturog ay Diyos ni. Napanak lang nagmumuga. Di katwa niya tinsusot ko. Kut isulad ta tinay insusot ko nga napan naturog. Tamadik na nga makisaupay lang. Madik nga mag-explain. Apay nga. Tas maangot na pa lang no nagapwak. Hindi syempre, wag na. Di ko nagdiretso ako na napan naturog. And then, that happened again and again and again. Nga, itultulod ako. Tapos, inawis da kon nga mapan ijay ayan ti barkada na. So ijay akon matunan nga nawala sa linya. Bumaba ang mga grades. Ha! Jermaine mo, tikayat ka mo. Bumaba na ang mga grades ko, nalalaing ako nga agtambay, kaysa aron ang klase, kaysa agbasa ti notebook, kaysa agbasa ti handouts. Nalalaing ako nga apan maki-istorya. Kasi adi, hinggat ang ko nga nahalata di Jay. Kamwat may kalaya ka sa sayin. One limited tiyan si Sonowig. So, istorya ko pong tayo. Well, this is reality. This is back to reality, girl. Ay, so ti request ni Imo Sir Kya. Love life ka, no? Love life ni Nerds. Ay. Salamat, Manen. Ayun. Ayan
Go
ko.
lang host, dito lang ako.
Thank you. Ayun. So, natuto na din akong humawak ng tako. Mas nagkon-concentrate ako na aditi tamtambay. No, dati klase nga ikat, mas excited ako noon ti teacher. Hanya slide di barka kay studios. Mas excited kami no dati teacher kaysa no awan. Nga may di natoto. Nasuruan mo't nga agtako. Although hindi ako magaling mag-billiards, pero nai-enjoy ko na. Na-enjoy ko ang billiards, na-enjoy ko ang tambay, makaistorya, maki chismis, kada gizoy da babarkada na nga taga other colleges. Ada ti taga BSF, ada taga which is ngadi. Ado ti BSBT, matlang nga katambayan na EJ. Won adi, tas tumutuma da, tubay to, handa nga makontento ti kwan, pulang kabayo. Katsak adikat di lang ti capacity, may nga baso lang nga pulang kabayo kat uston. Iso da kat tubay to, 4x4. Tangko kaya. Ngam, kay kumutun nga makis-istorya kanya da. Kit ko makitamtambay. Tapos nag-start ang isunan nga ang araman. Kaya na nga, kat amumun amumun no apay nga pan ko si kay tultulod. Kaya kaan ko na. Wah! Ko na lang. O, di ba, KFT? Katama mo na, no, apay nga itultulod ko si ka. Nakot ko nakahaan niya, apay bagaming itultulod mo siya. Gatahan nga makasao. Hanggat kana I love you. I love you ka dyan. Han ba nga I love you too? Hanggat ko na. Aguray. Agi-send ka pa itikwan, biodatam. Kunak adi kanya na. Kut ko na. I-send ko ba iti-text? Wano kayat mo nga kuan nga i-print ko. Agoy, ta pa nakagumatang ti biodata. Di ba, dati magatgatang gamin nga ready-made nga biodata? Nag-fill out, adi isunod ti kasjay. Tapos intad na kanya. Nag-fill out ti man ti kasjay. Kat ko nga, ala ka makamalimod. Paewan pa si host. Mali-mali naman yung sagot mo sa sa biodata mo. No? Kita, so DJ. Nga lang, nalaglag na din ako sa kanya. I don't know how and when. Maybe because of the time and companionship nga ititad na. Support sometimes. Kasi uray no na sursuruan ako nga ag tambay. Kunakmat nga ituloy ko lang tati eskwela uray no kasi mas importante lang tati eskwela. Ijay mo tati panunod ko. Ta syempre, nag-promise ka ti family nga dapat makagraduate ka. Tapos, so, adati kami idi sports fest. Ngikit may saak nga makiay-ayam. Or no kasi ka basit nga babae nag petit. Ngikit makiay-ayam akti volleyball, makiay-ayam akti basketball, naki-soccer nakpay. Well, you know, BSU. Kasi barkada ka nga taga Ifugao, di best friend ko, ay kat soccer player, ti BSU. Ay kat ko na, uy, abi makiaya mo ka ti agriculture? Kut syempre sino nga ti expectaram nga gaya mo ko na. Ay, imbagdan da ka nga itayab jay bola, no, kung taran da. Kanat sa pay nagdadaktil ti taga CTE. Kuna na, ay kat ko na, uray kitam da kami man ti mga baktaan ti gayaan ko na. My God. Nag-agpaiso, adi? Di ba, 12 or 11 ti dapat nga gaya aday no kwan no gaya am ti soccer. Kompleto ti agriculture ada pa extra nga duwa. Kat ti CTE 5 da lang sa. 5 lang. Mas priority da gamin ti ag volleyball. Kat no sino gamin ti player ti amoy mo tanan no college nga kat kwan. Yep. No amoy mo tanan no college nga kat nya di bagbagak. One. College of Agriculture nak. Major in Extension Education. Useless. I'm sorry. Whew! NS ko pa man din to. Uh, 2009, ti graduation ko. Supposed to be 2008. Parang, parang imo. Sikat kami ag-agpay so BSU aawan mat balasang nga pumansin. When? Amok di apelyedum. When? Amok di apelyedum. Hangko nga lang nga sure no sino ijay. Kasi ada ti duwa. Ay, thank you. Ay, thank you. Grabe. Mas madali magsulat kaysa mag-unmute. Nyadyayan. Hindi din nagayayam kami tikwan. Siyempre, no college nga sigilad ta. Ituloy dalat ta sa iayam or no supposed to be default dan. Kasi na nag-or nung da adi. Nag-or nung dati kwanti player da. Inga na imabot dati sa nga pulo. Sige, mabalinan. Kunanda. So, nag-game lata. Feb Abok Walter, hello. Welcome to my short LS. Thank you for coming. Ayan. So, then, we started the game. Ren's Beauty, hello. Hi, Ren's Beauty. Is this your main channel? Ren's Beauty. Is this your main channel? Sorry. Maybe this is. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll give you a authorization to drop your link. But then, wala pa namang nagbaba ng link so far. But if you would like to, you can. And, well, if you. And KFT, could you drop your link, please? Feb Abok Walter, thank you. Thank you so much for thumbs up. Could you guys drop your links if you could, if you can, if you may, so that we could get connected to each other? Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sure, you're welcome, Ren's Beauty. Thank you for coming. You're welcome here. Do you understand Ilocano language? Oh, I see. Ayan. So, nagbaba na po si Ren's Beauty ng kanyang link papunta sa bahay niya. Guys, if you could know, host, I understand English. Okay. You would make my nose bleed for the rest of my LS. Do you understand Tagalog? Hoping. Okay. Nevertheless, let me continue my story because my co-host is waiting for it actually. Until the end of the stream, it would be my story. Back to reality. It's something back to the old days, back to the days when I was still in love because she, my gosh, it. My co-host wants to listen to my love story. So, during college, Mr. Future was so supportive that he always comes to the benches and cheers for our team. Well, since he's under the College of Agriculture too, it's not so obvious. It was not so obvious that he's just sitting down there cheering, but it was something to be like um, fulfilling or something like um, it satisfies your emotion. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain myself in English now. Yep, okay. So it was like that. So he's cheering there on the benches, even if he couldn't see me, because I was too small to be seen on the ground playing soccer, playing football. And by the end of the game, he will tell me that, "Oh, you were so good, even if you're small," something like he appreciates me, even if I know I wasn't so good on playing that game. And then came the basketball, and he would tell me, "You, hey, should run onto the blah 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 blah." He was shouting on the benches like, ah, because he doesn't play. He doesn't play at all. He doesn't know how to play volleyball. He doesn't know how to play basketball. He doesn't sing. He doesn't play guitar. He's just there. Something like, I don't know. He's not as active as me. He is not what you call as confident as me. So he's just there to cheer me, to cheer on me, to cheer me up, something like that. And bring some water, just water. But after the game, he will be gone. He will be gone, and you could see him somewhere. We call it tambayan. Until it was my fourth year in college already that we decided to do something unusual, to try something new. So it was nearly the summer semestral break when we did it at home in my place, because my parents are not home, my siblings are not home, so we did it. And then after that, we broke up. We broke up. Then it was May. It was May. No. May is an election. In the Philippines, it's May. May is election. So we broke up. Yeah. I'll just I'll just cut it. Something cut. I'm sorry, co-host. I couldn't explain more because during that semester break, he stayed in their municipality and didn't come for enrollment. It's for another sem. And so I thought it's nothing anymore. I thought it's not going to continue. The relationship just stopped like that after everything had happened. And I said, well, it's an experience for me. I didn't lost anything. It's not visible. I didn't lost my eyes, my ears, something like that. Nobody would know. My thinking was like that. And mm, I happen to know another guy. Hey, this is a real story. My story. It's really my story. During the election, I volunteered to do to help in the campaign of my uncle. It's a far relationship, but well, if it's during the election, you got a lot of relatives. Naku, ang hirap namang mag-English. So this uncle of mine called my mom and asked if if I could if I could do a help if I could help my aunt during that campaign. So I did. I went there. Well, anyway, I'm supposed to be paid, and I was paid. They told my mom that there will be a paycheck. So my mom agreed, of course. It's for me. And my mom agreed instantly and asked me. Would you like to be paid? And of course, I said, yes, of course. It's vacation and I've got something to do. And I am such a something, how do you call a person who goes out of the house every day, even if there's nowhere to go, even if there's no money on the pocket, in the pocket, still wants to go out, just walking around and meeting some friends. That's me, actually. I love going out. I don't stay at home if there is no class. If there's, I just don't stay at home. Even if I'm sick, I would love to go, but only if I can't like I can't stand up. That's the only reason that I won't go out. But most of the time I would go out, even if I have projects, homeworks. I just leave it somewhere out there and I would go out. I would really, really go. I'd text my friends and let's go to somewhere, let's go, blah blah blah. And I will tell them, but I don't have money. Could you pay for my fare? And they will say, yes, of course. We know you already, so they know me. That the most we call it bulakbol, who doesn't have the money. So that's me. Ay, nako. And then I started to work as a helper inside the HQ, the headquarters of my uncle. So I was there helping in everything, like papers, calls, dishes, dishwashing, uh, as her assistant. And assistant of the cook, assistant of the secretary, and the assistant, all around assistant in the HQ during that time. Then I met a boy. Call him boy because he's not yet matured. Another boy, and started courting me for a short time, for that short moment that we met. That was around March, and he started courting me, and of course, fell in love. If that's love, I don't know if you can call that love, but yeah, just said yes to him, and we started dating. And during the election, we go to we go to their house. He comes to my house. Well, of course, you know what happens. And but then we parted ways again. How sad is my love life? Now I realize how sad is my love life. We parted ways again after such moments. We've been around the whole of Trinidad. We've been visiting the whole of Trinidad. Even even the farthest barangays, we went there to just to distribute flyers. We distribute flyers and well, I never sang a song during those campaigns. There was a certain singer who is more better to sing than me. And then it didn't end after the election. It ended when the school started. So, who is your uncle? Maybe it's not so nice to mention. Okay. He was a formerly vice mayor of the La Trinidad, but he's not now. He's not now. He's not the vice mayor, and he's not in the office right now. He's just resting right now. So we're not related to him. We are related to his wife, to auntie. He's a lowlander, so his wife is from half from Kapangan, but our blood is related. That's why I am an all over Benguet person because we are related to some people from Kibungan, from Kapangan, from Atok. But my parents, my mom is from Atok, and my biological dad is from the Ibalay side of Sablan. Ibalay side of Sablan. Well, Sablan is really an Ibalay, Ibalay municipality. I'm just a shunga here. And so my father, who is on the paper, is from Kibungan. So we speak Kantaray in our house. And we sometimes speak Ibaloy. And then what happened? Well, after a year of dating, we separated. I just don't know why, but he just decided not to see me. Maybe, well, his his family was so accommodating. They like me. I can see they they talk to me in such nice manner. They appreciate my being. Ay, ang hirap mag-English. They appreciate how I treat this person. Okay. Maybe we can call him John. So they appreciate what I do for John. Sometimes John is also playing a guitar, but he plays the bass, but never showed it to me how he plays. But he knows how to play. He showed me only video clips of him playing, and he has a guitar in the house. And hero, John is still single until now. But I guess we won't be. Mm, I wish him the best, but not me. So after some time, after a year of dating, he just decided to, okay, let's split up. You go to your school, I go to my school, and that's it. Goodbye. Something like that. So we separated. He is studying in Baguio. I was studying in La Trinidad. So I am in BSU Maine. He's from, he's studying at UB. UB. But he didn't finish. I don't know why. Then here comes another semester. It's time for us to make a thesis. We need to prepare a thesis for us to graduate. And then, nag-enroll si Future. He enrolled. I was shocked. Like, oh, you're back. No. He didn't enroll. He was there during the enrollment. And I asked him, oh, are you coming back to school? And I told him that I already had a boyfriend, another boyfriend. And he said, I know, but I'm back. I'm your boyfriend again. He said, after not saying anything when he left, he said he's gonna be my boyfriend again. I was like, really? Is this even happening? I didn't have any reaction towards that. But it happened that he did courted me again. So it became us again. So I became pregnant during our first semester on the fourth year college. So I didn't finish my thesis. I finished all my major subjects during that semester. But of course, I still have one semester left for 2008. But I couldn't because I was already pregnant. But I never told him that I was pregnant during that time. I am still as active as I can be. Who who are your relatives in Kibuan? If you know Labuyan, they're a big family there in Kibuan. Bentres are my mom's relatives too, but actually it's the wife, I guess. It's not the Bentres. I'm not so sure. I've never been to Kibuan actually, but my mom was born in mm, well, it's not really Kibuan because it's the boundary of Kibuan and Naatok. That's why I'm not so sure. I've never been to Kibuan, but my relatives for sure is the family of Labuyan. Those. That's my relatives in Kibuan. Those are the ones I'm sure. Molitas, no. No. Molitas in Shilan, I know. But Molitas in Kapan and Kibuan, no. Sorry. Uh, so I stopped after finishing this semester. I still joined every activity in the school, singing, dancing, flower arranging, every activity in the college. I did all my best. It's like this is gonna be the last. And nobody noticed that I was pregnant during the time. So nobody suspected that I would not attend the next summer and next semester. They were like asking me, "What happened to you?" And I said, "I will be attending the school next year." And everybody was curious why. And after that, they knew. Then, uh, wow, nagtibalay. Ano yun? KFT? O nagtibalay? Good morning, OC Tarogi. Nawala na tuloy ako. Ano yun, KFT? Mag-chat ka. Ano yun? O nagtibalay nga? I submitted my prospect ba? My thesis samples. It's very hard to pass the the I lost all my vocabularies. How do you call the teachers in group to check your thesis, to check your presentation? How do you call it? Or how do you call people who are having a meeting? It's really hard to pass. Because they really want a panel, yes. It's really hard to pass the judgment of the panel because one would agree and one would disagree. One would say something about the vocabs, one would say something about the author, one would say, thank you so much, IJT. One would say it's good, some would say not so good. So you could have 5 signatures, but you needed 10. So the 5 didn't sign. So you needed to do something. You need to revise. So I did revisions, but time is not allowing me to finish these. So I needed another semester to finish my major subjects and my thesis. And it's not gonna happen because I'm gonna give birth the coming June of that year. So I didn't attend. Actually 2 semesters. So it's the second semester of the year and the first semester of the next school year. I didn't attend. So I only finished my 23 and Tuba. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if they're related. So we kind of talk with my future during those breaks. While my tummy is getting bigger, our mayor last year. No, it's a vice. He didn't. He ran for mayor, but he didn't win. Last year, no. No. It was 2000. When did he run? Vice. 2010? No. He ran as vice 2010. I guess. When was the election? Was 2007, right? 2006? 2006, 2007, 2010, 2013, 16, 18, and 21. So it's 2010. He was a vice mayor 2006, I guess. If I didn't, if I'm correct. So I talked to him during those breaks. Before the semester would end, I talked to him that I am pregnant. And he said, it's not me. You have another boyfriend. He was saying like that. You had another boyfriend. Maybe it's him. Yep, Hubie. And I was like, but it's you. It's you. Come on. We broke up with John. I broke up with John and you came back and we did something and it's gonna be you. It's you. It's you. I was saying like that. And he was saying, no. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. And then I already told my parents that it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna give birth alone. And my brother just went into just rage shop. Oh, thank you, Preselin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He just flared up and said, "Don't embarrass our family. Our family is already embarrassed so much that you don't need to add one." He was like shouting at me during that night when I was telling my mom that I am pregnant and I'm not gonna graduate. I am so sorry. Thank you, President. I'm not gonna graduate and I'm so sorry. Maybe if you could give me a chance after giving birth, then I could continue. And my brother was like, "No, you don't have any other choice. You don't have any other chance. If you got pregnant, you have to go to get married and start your own family and stop studying." He was like, and my world just stopped right there. And I was thinking, why there are a lot of ladies who just gave birth without a mom, without a husband, or even married, and they're still studying. I'm in college. I was like talking back to him, but he's not listening to me. Started to say, um he started to say, "You don't need to embarrass our family anymore. You got pregnant. That was a miracle." Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got three. I've got three silver rings official. I got three. But my first was the tough. Was the toughest one because I need to explain it to my siblings, my family, because we're not married. we're not we're not in talking terms even with the guy. So when my brother just rage up like that, I started to call to talk to Mr. F, Mr. Future. I started to talk to him that we need to talk. We need to talk. We really need to settle this down. My family is not coming down. You need to you need to say your words. You need to stand your ground. You need to show your face. But my other brother was just listening. My older brother was just listening and like studying every situation. But my younger brother, whom I was next, was really, really, really flared up and saying things I don't even understand. It's like if you're pregnant, there has to be a man who will stand, something like that, and that's that's his final decision. He wanted me to get married because I am pregnant. So before I gave birth, we got married, but it was already big. My tummy was really, really big. um, so I talked to him, and since my brother was so flared up, he started to ask me, "Who's the man? Who's the man? We're going to visit their place." It's impossible if his parents would not agree with my opinion. He was like that. Ever mom guessed, "Hi, long time no see." What a nice video. Yeah. You're allowed to drop your links, guys, as long as don't flood, or else I would take off your permit. So you could drop your link and get friends, get connected, but please get back to them. Please get back to them. Whoever goes to your house, just like you do it with me, please get back to them. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming. There you go. Ever mom guest, I gave you a permission to drop your link. Guys, you could drop your link. Anyone in my house could drop their link. The shortest video ever, please. The shortest video ever. The shorter, the happier. Oh. So, my mom asked me if we could just visit their place, and I said, if I could call the man, if I could call Mr. M, Mr. M, Mr. F, Mr. Future to come to our house, and I said he's in their municipality, and I don't think he will come. He's so scared. He's so scared to show up. And then my mom said, "Could you ask him his address?" It so happened that his younger sister, we got exchange messages with her younger sister. So Facebook was working during that time. It's Messenger. And so her sister is a graduate of CTE. So we happened to got connected. So I asked their address, and she told me. So I gave it to my mom, and my mom gave it to my brothers, and they started talking amongst themselves what would they must do during that time. Then they decided that we just go and talk to them, to the parents. So I told Mr. F that we're coming. My mom would come, my two brothers, and me. It's just gonna be four of us. So we went there, and he was not at home. He went somewhere. Just he doesn't like to show up. So his parents were there. They were shocked. They were shocked that what? They thought that he was so kind. They thought that he was studying good. They thought that he was doing well in school. Well, typical CT, how do you call it? Typical student who came from the province, who goes to the city, who tells their mom they need the money to buy verb. but no, his mom and his dad were very clever, and they check him, but they couldn't check him so much. So there it goes. It so happened. And then his mom was crying. No, not crying. His mom was like very shocked at first, and then he arrived when we were already packing up to go back to La Trinidad. And so when he arrived, a conversation was started again, and his mom was saying, "You need to stand, my son. You need to stand for the girl. Mm. You need to stand for the girl because you did something. If you did, then you should be a man to stand. Yun pala yung English nun. So, ayun. After a few text messages back and forth, they started to decide about the wedding, and I told them that my family would like a very, very simple wedding. We don't need to go to the church. We can just do it in the municipality. Just really, really simple. It's just for the papers. For it's just gonna be for the child to be in the legal how do you call it, for the legality. But his parents didn't agree. They said that it's better to have it in church because a woman will just be married once. They said will be wedded just once in a church. So we would like to have it in a church. And I said that we have a different sect. Okay. What do you call this? They are from RC and I am from another sect. It's not that strict, but we have to decide which church we would be having the wedding, and it's another headache for me. So during the time, I was like, okay, go, okay, go, okay, 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 something like that. I was like, you decide because I didn't even want this wedding. So I just agree. Okay, okay. They say you needed to do like this, like that. Okay. You needed to do like that and like this. Okay. And then um, my mom said that okay, since um, we're not rich, you just agree with them, just for the legality, just for you to be married, just for you to be not a single mom. You have to agree with all their conditions. And I said, okay. So when they said that, okay, let's get married, you should be married in the Church of the Roman Catholic. Okay. You need to go and schedule your wedding. After you, of course, we applied in the municipality of La Trinidad. So when we got the when we got posted, diba, there is a 10 days posting in the municipality. So after that, we scheduled the wedding in the church. So it was May 9. Mm, and then before the wedding, there should be a short seminar. You need to know something about something. And then while we are doing these seminars, I was like, "Ah, I'm so tired of these seminars and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah." And he said, after this wedding, you should stay as a Roman Catholic. If you go back to your religion, you there is a threat. And I was like, okay, so let's not continue the wedding. I said, let's not continue the wedding because you know already that I am not Roman Catholic. I am going back to uh, my sect. And he said, are you sure? He says the reaction was like that. I would be so happy too. He was like, if you would back out now, at least it's not me who backed out. I could say to my mom, to my dad that you backed out, he said. And I said, my mom, my brother would be mad at me again. So I said, okay, shut up. Okay, I will not go back to my church. But then after the wedding, I was thinking, oh, I will still go back. Why? It's my right. It's my right to go to whatever church I wanted to attend, to listen. So, as I was still as hard headed as I was. And so everything was prepared by them. Actually, everything was prepared by them. They decided for the church. Okay, the church would be in here. And then uh, maybe what I decided was the gown. The design of the gown, the color of the gown. That's what I just decided. Mm. But the songs in the church, they decided. I had a contribution. I selected few people to be our main sponsors, whom I really really know, whom I really really think they could give a good advice just in case, and it really happened. So one of uh, one of the person that I selected was one of my teachers during high school, and it so happened that it was our neighbor. So cool. Could you give me some, Emo? Ren's Glossy TV show. Is this another account of Ren's Beauty? It looks like you got the same. Yep. Wow, I want something to eat. Could you give me a butter break? Please, guys, I would like to go. Oh, I just changed my name. Okay, okay. All right. I understood. Just few seconds, please. Give me a break. I just would like to go to the toilet. I need a bladder break. Bladder break, please. I'm back. So I guess the wedding would be the end of the love life. Okay, Emo?
Okay, Holmes. Thank you for sharing your love life.
Oh, I never noticed that it's already 1 hour and 52 minutes. Now it's Ren's Glossy TV show. Now it's longer. True, Adi. True. It was my real story, actually. So I'm so thankful for being with me and for all of you being there, staying there and chatting. I asked for links, but nobody dropped. Why is that? There, it's friends. Uh, okay, 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 I understand. Okay. Uh, hmm, ano daw? Love notes. Well, aside from my husband, there are other love lives, flings after, sure. After? I know before. But after my husband, it's not any more interesting. It's not interesting story anymore. So there you go. So yeah, actually, emo. There is a phone, but the phone was not we call it Android now. We don't have Android before. We don't have colored. We only have keypad keypad phones. I did have Philips with the antenna, and if you charge it, you need to remove the battery and charge. Um, and when that was stolen, I had 5110. After 5110, I had 3310. And the trend came to 3210. It's longer and it has curve. After 3210, I had Samsung already, the flip one. Kuskus nga ako nanda. It has a good camera at that time, but it was stolen during my wedding. Actually, it was stolen during the wedding. That Samsung. Then, well, I am a gadget addict, but I'm restraining myself now. I am really restraining myself. I have I have digital camera at home. Philippines, two digital cameras. I don't know why. I have three, three phones now. Three, but the other is not working. I mean, I stopped using it because it's just too slow. So right now, I have again a digital camera, which I use sometimes. And two phones. So I'm just a gadget addict. So actually, I can see that my co-host is lazy to sketch now, but he's just wanted just wanted to stay. So I'm so thankful to emo emo circ art. It's you. I know, but I want my eyebrows to be like that, not curved, but something pointed on the middle. Kaya pala ang hina ng voice ni co-host. Kasi tulog na yung mga kasama. So, there you go. What else should I talk about? Um, well, maybe it's the beginning for me to introduce one of the things that I want to talk to you, to talk to everyone here on live stream. We separated. Now we go to separation. After love life, we have to know why we separated. So, yeah. Hello, IJT. I can give you a power to drop your link. Patay pa lang kamay niya. Anyway, I know that you don't drop links. I know you will. So maybe I could share to you because one of these days I want to talk about something sensitive as sa anin. Nalagyan ko na. I wanted to talk to you something sensitive topic like violence against women and children. Bossy. Power Rangers, yeah, KFT. KFT still there, not sleeping. Ayan. So, the reason why we separated. Let's start again. So, after the wedding, we have some fights because we are adjusting, I understand. So, at that moment, I understand that we're still adjusting from single life to married life. And that it is a shock to us. It's a shocking event of our life that in a very short span of time we are married. And then we had a lot of fights during those times. We had a lot of fights, but verbal, only verbal. Uh, I am a talkative person. I don't know if it's true, but most of the time I am a silent person. So I fight for my right. I am really a fighter. I fight for my right if I know I am right. And my husband just couldn't accept that fact. So there was a time that after I gave birth, we had this argument that he pushed me into the wall. It was just 2 weeks after I gave birth. And men, whoever men listening there is, it's only KFU is listening. Luckily, you're still single, so that you will know in the future that women are very, very, how do you call this? Very sensitive. The muscles are very sensitive. The bones are weak after giving birth. Nag-uyong ni Imo. O, di ba? Nag-uyong ka. So, I was not strong enough to hold my body to stand ground. I just hit the wall. I hit the wall and I dropped and hurt my back part down to back part, my spinal down to my butt, and it hurts me until now. And then after that argument, I decided to leave him. It was just few months after our wedding. No, actually, it was just a month after our wedding. Our wedding was May. I gave birth June. And around first week of July, we are fighting. So, well, I understand that maybe he's still adjusting to being a new dad because after the wedding, he's now a new dad. I understand that he's adjusting. But to hurt me like that or not to do his responsibilities, it's the start of the fight. It's really the start of the fight. So we are living in kilometer 5. The building was owned by Ngawan, and around it you can hear video case. And I heard him singing in karaoke because I know his voice. I know that he's not a good singer. I recognize his voice, that he was there singing. I was home and the laundry is there. Of course, I just gave birth. I'm not supposed to touch or to wash. And you know what he did? He asked his younger sisters to wash for us. I was like really, really, really embarrassed. So I talked to him when he came. And that's the start of the fight. Because he's denying that he's not there. But if only I have an Android and I have recorded his voice. No, no KFT. May wedding, June birth, July fighting, fighting, fighting. August, stop fighting. Something like that. I just wanted my life to be calm. That's why I started to forgive him. And I am going to church. That's why I'm reading the Bible, and it says that to forgive. So even if I couldn't, I started to understand that it's all part of moving on. It's all part of the shock that we had. Maybe he's more shocked than me that he's now a dad, that he has now mouths to feed, that he should have a job, stable job to feed us. Maybe it's more shocking to him than mine. So I started to forgive him. I started to talk to him in more calmer way. So we had a almost almost good family during those times. Um, but then another story started again. Um, by the year of 2000, 2014, 2012. So 2012, I was pregnant with my third child. When he came home at 2 a.m. in the morning of Monday. That was Monday. I forgot the date. But he came home drunk, without money, at 2 a.m. And I was like, I'm still sleepy to open the door. We were renting a room in Buyagan near the junction. I'm still sleepy and I didn't know where did he go. I didn't know what did he do. He always say that third child dago sa by second shortcut adi. Uh, is Renz still there? My nose is really bleeding. Speaking in English, let me check. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hi, Ren's Glossy TV show. Thank you for still saying. So, I was pregnant with my third child. I was like 4 months pregnant with with our third child. When that happened, we were renting a bachelor's pad in Buyagan near the junction, Bugis Buyagan junction. It was his relative's house. Thank you, Michelle. When he came home that night, I was like really, really in a bad mood because I was asking him to, no, that Sunday, I was asking him to come with us to church that day, but he came home at 2. I was like, what the heck? So he's not coming with us again. I am not against any religion here or any churches. I just wanted my husband to attend the church, to come to listen to the word of God with us, with me, as a family. But he just had so many alibis, so many reasons not to. He was saying like, because he's a jeepney driver, Buyagan jeepney. He was saying, I need to drive, I need to drive 24 hours today because I need to pay the boundary. But the following day, the owner of the Jeep would send a message that, did your husband gave you something because he didn't give the boundary for yesterday, for today, for the other day, and the rest of the day. I don't know what's happening. And then that night, I just closed the door. I opened, but I just closed it back again and get back to our room and lie down. He get in and shouted. It's 2 a.m. in the morning and shouted, "What's your problem?" He said to me. And I said, "There's no problem. I just wanted to sleep." And I closed my eyes and lie down. Ay, ang gaya ni Imo. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-drawing niyo, di ba? Samantalang ako, ang pangit-pangit, parang Chonggo. Oh, siya. Alam ko namang Chonggo talaga yung mukha ko. Tapos, nangyari where am I? Punch the wall and asking me, what's your problem? What's your problem? I was like saying, it's 2 a.m. in the morning and I wanted to sleep because I'm going to church tomorrow with the kids. My first child was awakened. My first child was awakened and my first child woke up and just looks at us. I have my cousin, one of my cousins from Tupacs, the store, was staying with me because I am working as a call center agent during that time. So I am working at night, but that was my day off. That was my day off, so I wanted to go to church. And my cousin was also shocked and came to our room and says, Manang, I'm scared. What's happening? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, go, go, go. I'm really scared, she was saying. Please, what's happening? Please talk to Kuya. She was saying like that in our language. And I said to her, calm down. What's her name again? Juliet. Calm down, Juliet. It's not all about you. Uh, if something happened to me, just call my mom. I was saying to Juliet, and she was also crying. And my husband was kicking my butt. I was lying down. He was standing up. He's taller. He's tall. His height was around 5. or 5'7", something like that. 5'7" or 6 feet. Oh, I'm not so sure. 5'5", 5'6". Not so sure about his height. I forgot. 5'7", I think. And he's stepping, like not stepping, but stomping on my butt and kicking me. Good night, Preselin. Good night, good night, good night. 5'9". So maybe 5'7", maybe 5'7". I'm not really sure. Stepping on me and started to punch my head, punch my face. Peeling. And my first child started to cry, which woke my second child up. And of course, I know that even the owner of the house woke up because of that. I hugged my first child as he was punching me. I was answering him back like that. What's your problem? Okay, kill me now, kill me now. I was like that. Kill me now so my problem will end. Anyway, he doesn't stop. He's just like he was so furious about something. Nanggigigil siya, as in, nanggigigil siya that night. Nanggigigil siya na manapak. That he doesn't have anyone to hit. So it started when I closed the door on his face. Came to me, started kicking me and punching me. After that, in the morning, I don't have any friends. I don't have any guts to talk to my friends about it. Imagine, he, they knew us. They knew us so much. I don't have the courage to talk to my mom, to my brother, or to my sister. So I started to talk to myself. It's now or never. So I started to search for a another boarding house where we could move. Not knowing that Juliet called my mom and told everything. But my mom just listened to her and didn't do anything. I know that she was waiting for me. I didn't I never had the courage to talk to her. But the owner of the house, who happened to be his aunt, I guess they sent a message to his parents. So after a week or two, his parents came and talked to me and to him, and I was like, no emotions. I was so sure that I will leave him. That's why when they were talking, I was like floating in the air. I'm not listening to them. I don't even know what they were saying during the time that my mind was somewhere else. Where could I find a new boarding house where they can't find us? Where can I because I was working, so I have money. Where can I go? Where can we go that they cannot? they can never find us whatever they do. I should not tell my parents. I should not tell my siblings. That is what's going on in my mind during the time that they were talking to me. I was like smiling to them, but my mind was somewhere else. But it didn't happen until I just forgave him again. He said he's sorry in the morning, and little by little, by doing something for the family, like buying food. Now I realized that I was so stupid. O, di ba? Grabe. Grabeng monkey yung mukha ko. Grabe siya, oh. Ang sama-sama ng ugali mo, Sir Kite. So it was not just physically, even the words that he spoke, even the words that he spoke hurt me during that night when that happened. But I started to little by little learn to forgive him again until 2014. So I gave birth for our last and third child, October 9, 2012. He was 2 years old when we moved to my mom's place. But my mom was not living with us. It was my sister. My sister and her daughters. We live next door. He started to do this again. He started to be, baga na nga, agbiyahe suna 24 hours. But the owner of the jeep will be calling me by the next morning asking if did he leave money, and I will just answer no, and I don't know where he is. I thought he's on the road, but the owner of the jeep was his first cousin, so it's not gonna be my concern. I was thinking he's not giving any money to me. He's not. He's not giving any money to me. Um, he's not saving any money into uh, savings or bank, so he didn't have anything. And I don't have the courage to ask my husband. Ay natin biyahiyam, ay natin biyahiyam. I don't have that kind of personality. If you would give me, give it. If you would not, I wouldn't ask you. That's me. If I ask you, I really want, I really need. But if I don't need it, it's up to you. That's how I I I stand on our relationship. That's why some of the women on his family says that you need to be you need to be like this. You need to ask him. If you don't ask, he will not give. So you need to ask. And it's not me. I said I talked to myself and can I do that? But I couldn't. I really couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't ask him, where is your daily wage? Where I not in Behi am tata. I couldn't do it because he has a lot of reasons. And I don't want to be stupid to listening to his alibis, so I just don't ask him. And the reason that he's not giving is because I'm not asking. Isn't it that they're supposed to talk to him, that it's his responsibility to give his daily income to me? Because during the wedding, you will be giving a bag of coins to your wife, and you'll be saying, I'll give all my treasures to you. See? It's on it's a part of the ceremony, wedding ceremony, that you will be giving the coins. That is why there's a coin bearer. You'll be giving the coin. The man would give the woman would be receiving the coin like that, and the man would be giving the coin like that too, opening his palms. So everything would be dropped. But he never did. He really never did. So he was asking for a married thing. He wanted to do it, and I don't. I don't feel to do. I don't like to do it. And he was asking for it, and I don't like it. And he said, maybe you're having an affair. That's why you don't like to give it. Maybe you're. He was talking like that, and I just didn't mind it. And he started again to punch me. He started to hold my clothes like that and tell me, why don't you give it like that? Why don't you like it? Maybe you're meeting another man like that. And started to punch me. Luckily, my kids are on the other house or on the other side of the wall. They are with my sister because I'm supposed to go to work the next day. He arrived again at 2 a.m. And of course, uh, you don't expect that there is food in the pot during that time. And if you are expecting to have food on the pot, you should have given money to buy. Good morning, Ash. Diyos ko, andito na sila. Ayan. It's like you're expecting, but you didn't give. Good morning, good morning. So what I was pointing out here was his attitude during our married life. He hurt me during the first months of our married life. And then calm down, didn't hurt me for 2 years. But after 2 years, he hurt me again. And then his parents talked to him and started to say, I'm sorry, I will change. I will change my attitude. I'll start to be a good man. I'll start to be a family man. And then after 2 years, he started to do some vices again and starts to hit me again. And I get fed up. So the last time that he did it, in the face, in front of my kids, in front of our kids, I just decided to stop it. I just decided that it's too much already. I gave him 3 chances. 3 chances and 3 kids. So I got bruised up here because of his fist. And I have some also here because of his fist. it wasn't just the physical abuse, it's also the verbal that hurts me. I couldn't remember all the words that he spoke during those times. But I just decided to talk to my mom April. So April 2nd of April, I talked to my mom and I told her everything that had happened even during the past. And my mom started to cry. Why you're not talking? Why? Why you never mentioned to me? Why you didn't even told your sister? And I said, I am talking now because I couldn't bear it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. And oh my gosh, Riva, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Riva Shane Diaries. And guys, sa mga hindi pa, to those who are not yet connected to Riva Shane Diaries, please get connected to Riva Shane Diaries. You could just find her channel, Riva Shane Diary, like that. It's easy to find Riva Shane. Renz, are you still there? So to cut the story short, I went to the police station early in the morning and I was filing a report. I was filing a blotter. She's out like, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. To Riva, Shane, and the company, here's one for you. There you go. Ah, and the police officer talked to me and told me that I need to go to the hospital to have a checkup, to have a I forgot how to call that. Yep. 30 minutes more. 30 minutes more. Nag-enjoy naman ako magsalita dito. Oh my gosh. Well, eto na naman ako. Nag-enjoy na naman akong I'm enjoying again talking. Okay, good night, Imo Sirk. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, thank you so much, Imo Sirk Art, for staying with me, for drawing my face like that. Thank you. um, so there. I went to the hospital to request for a checkup. I told them that it's for blotter. I told them that they need to. Yan yung kadigamin pangimbaga DJ. I lost all my vocabs. And they did. So they showed that there are bruises on my back, on my legs, on my arms, on my head. The things that happened, the wound on my face, on my legs, they're all over my body is bruised. It's like I was really physically yeah, I forgot the word. Oh my gosh. There, basta. Yun. He hurt me all over my body. Flex ko lang mga materials ko baba. Okay. Fix ko lang. Thank you so much, Imo Sirk. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Kamsahamnida. And so ayun. My request was granted. So he was given a temporary. No, it's not assaulted. Hi, Igor Otaku. Hello sa'yo. Thank you for coming, and I will be ending this in a few minutes too. Few minutes? No, it's gonna be 7, 20, 22, 23. So it's gonna be 23 minutes more. I'll be ending it. Lasing Pinas. Tapos, I went to the barangay and asked for this temporary restraining order for 15 days. They suggested, because if I'll go to the court and I will change my mind, then I will never have a chance to do it again. So they said that it's better that you ask for a temporary restraining order, so that if you just change your mind, maybe someday, some of the days, you will forgive him and you will be with him again, and it's still possible after the temporary restraining order. But um, if you will sue him right into the court and then you change your mind, a it's gonna be an embarrassment to everyone who worked for you. The DSWD suggested. So I did. I went to the barangay and I talked to the barangay chairman and told him the story, and he was like, because he's also a relative, so he was like, "Is that how you treat women?" So we called his parents, some of the witnesses during our wedding, and I called one of of the people that I invited during the wedding, and that was the teacher that I told you before. That I told you earlier. Uh, so everybody talked and said that you should be together, back together. It's normal that there is fighting. Well, I'll tell you, every person has the right to say, or has to know, as a person, every person has the right to know that it's not right for a married couple to be hitting. Some women hit their husbands. Yes po, Ash Velasquez. Istorya po. It's my story. So it's maybe it's right that every couple has fights, but there's a big but. He was already hurting me. He was already starting to kill me. And I don't know why. Maybe he's insecure because I can stand on my own without him. Because he never stands for me during our married life. If only he showed me that he can stand for our family, then maybe I'll just rely on him. But no, he never stands as a man. He got a job, but after a few weeks he would stop and starts to look for another job. Well, he's driving a jeep in Buyagan that time. It's the first job ever that he had. We start when we just got married after I gave birth, after I graduated. We went to their place. We started to plant. It was not successful. So after two or three planting seasons that we're not successful, I said, I'm going back to the city to work. I can't stay here. I can't live here. If you want to stay here, you stay here. I'm taking all my kids with me back to the city. And he came. He came with us. And he started to drive. And then there. So he started to drive, but it seems that he doesn't like to drive. He started a job that it seems he's not liking it, but he likes to spend the money that he's gaining from it. So he spends it. I don't know. Some of the drivers I talked with says that they are playing billiards in Bukaukan, Bukaukan or somewhere. There's a place that they told me, uh, and one driver says that he won but he lost. He won, but I'm sorry. He won at first, but he didn't stop. So he played again until he lost all the money that he gained. They were saying that he was a little bit stupid because he didn't stop when he won. The drivers were telling me that he is playing, but if I ask him where did he go, he will say that he was driving all night. He was driving the Jeep all night, but he didn't have money. He's saying that he remit tawag the Jeep. He gave the money to the owner of the Jeep, but the Jeepney owner's calling me. He didn't know that his cousin was sending a message to me that asking if my husband gave the money, gave something for the Jeep. But I said, could you talk to him? Because I can't talk to him. And I just wanted to tell everyone that women should value your education, should value yourselves, because a person or a person who hurts you one time, tries to hurt you one time, and everything went back okay, thinks that every time will be okay. So I learned a lesson during those times because as I was processing this TP, temporary TRP, temporary restraining or TRO, temporary restraining order, I met a woman who was also a battered wife, but she still forgives his husband. And the next thing happened. The next thing that happened, she was killed already. She was killed. So I just would like to inform everybody that it's a cycle. Once a person hurts you, he would change for a certain time, like not just days. He would change because he promised that he will change. You're in a relationship to be happy, to smile, to love, and to make good memories, not to be consumed. Feel and to cry. Value yourself, respect yourself, and love. Yeah, indeed, real. So during those times, I value my family. I am from a broken family. That's why I wanted my children to have a complete family, to have a mom and a dad by their side as they grow. But I don't feel good. I am being hurt every 2 years. Physically abusing me, sexually abusing me. Do you think that if you are married, if you marry a girl, you own them? If you marry somebody, even girls sometimes, do you think that if you marry a person, you own them? That you paid for their lives? Think about it, guys. Because I think some people think like that after the marriage, they own the other. That that the other partner doesn't have any right to do something on her own. For example, it's a very sensitive topic because most of the people here are single, so I wouldn't say it. So it's about sex, actually. I wouldn't say it, or I would say it. I don't know, but I want to talk about it because some people think that if you're married, you are um, responsible to give every time yourself. But I think the other way. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because most of the parents will always say that it's a woman's responsibility to give to the man. What if I don't feel good? Something like that. It's called marital rape. So I had the chance to have this a little seminar and about violence against women and children, or they call. I'm thinking 100 times if I deserve to build my own family. Do you hurt? Do you hurt somebody? Yeah, that's nice. Actually, that's nice to think 100 times if you could. If you could, if you deserve, why? If you deserve, it's something unusual word. So tomorrow I'll be talking about Vauci on my channel. And it's free for you guys to drop your links and get connected to each other to view somebody's premieres. But at this moment, again, tomorrow, I'll be talking about um, what is our law talking about. What is the Philippines? Nagrigat nga ibaga. Adapay lang ba di English dita? I wanted to talk about our law regarding violence against women and children. How and why and who are the most susceptible to this violence. Haanan, syempre. Andun pa rin siya, Kuya Ash. Naka-witch. So, after the talking in the barangay hall, we decided to part ways. He said we must separate on. I asked for separation. I asked for separation, and this is it. I asked for separation during the conversation in the barangay hall. I asked for separation. I don't want to live with this man anymore. That's my exact word. In Ilocano, and one of one of the witnesses during our wedding says that maybe we could suggest that you would be separated, but not forever, because you are married in the eyes of in the eyes of God and in the eyes of people, and it's for your family. They were saying, and I said, okay, 5 years. I asked for 5 years, and they couldn't agree. They won't agree. They don't agree. They just didn't. And and they asked for 2 years. No, they started to say 6 months of separation, and I said, "Could you count the years that he hurt me? It's every 2 years. It's every 2 years. It's a cycle. He would change for a short time, but after uh, after everything will be settling down, he starts to hurt me again, and you could see the history repeats itself." And the side ko nga witness, the teacher that I my teacher during high school that I asked to be a witness during our wedding said, "I'm gonna ask you one last question. You may or you may not answer it now, but it's for you to think. Nats, do you still love your husband? Mr. Future." Mr. Future pa rin, no? How about you, husband? Do you still love your wife? That is all I can say. And he said, "Now I need to go back to my duty." That's what I can. Uh, that is just the last thing that I would ask you both. You asked me to be a witness during your wedding. Now I am witnessing you to be separated. Now this is the last question. If you could answer this with a yes, then you should be together. But if your answer is no, then you should not be together. And in my mind, my answer was no right away. It had the respect, the love was gone during those times. It was just my respect to his parents was left. That is just the last string that's holding my relationship to him. And the next string will be my children. So the next string that is just like a thread that's holding my relationship with him was the respect to his parents, my children, uh, to build my family like that. But love, I can tell you, I lost it. That's why at the beginning of my story, I was telling you that it was lovely at first. If KFT is still awake, he noticed. We empathize with you. Some in our group has experienced the same thing. The emotional scars are the hardest ones to go away. It is very hard to rebuild oneself. It is easy if your decision would be firm. But if you still think that you love the person, it's really, really hard. But when I thought of the hurt, physical hurt, and the verbal hurt that I had during those times, I'm better off alone. So after that, we parted ways. We signed the agreement that it's going to be 2 years, but I am here almost 4 years now. I am away 4 years. Why? Because uh, after the talking, it was April that we had this. May we talk in the barangay hall. June is the start of the school, so I'm supposed to be with my kids, and I'm working as a vegetable packer in the trading post. The thing is, he looked down on me. He looked down on me and said, "Ah, kipurpur di yang goy. That's the exact word. Just a day wage earner, daily wage earner, something like that in English. Oh my gosh. Mm. And trick my niece because he sent a message that he will be going to take the kids, and then he didn't go. I mean, he went there late and told me that you took the kids, and you don't have the time. And I said, I my niece sent me a message that you're going to take the kids. So I allowed you to take the kids. I am not hindering you to take the kids to eat somewhere, to go play with, because you didn't have any time for them when we were together. I said, so if you just decided to have time with them, then you can. I said, and that's I guess his parents maybe think that I'm gonna be weak and I'm gonna follow them. You know what he did? He went to our place and asked for the things of the kids. I was still pocking a vegetable that time. I was still wrapping a cabbage into the bag. I just couldn't leave it because how about my yeah, my daily wage for that truck? It's almost done, and I'm just gonna leave it. So I didn't. And if I'm just gonna leave it, I wouldn't even reach them home because as he was calling, they were already on their way going to his parents' place in the province. In the province, oh my gosh. Mm. Ay. And he was telling me that he's gonna take the kids. Where I said, so you broke the agreement. And I talked to the DSWD right after that. Early in the morning, I went to the DSWD and told them that he took the kids. I don't trust him, but I trust his parents. Maybe he cannot provide the needs of the kids, but his parents can. And I believe that they love my kids. And the DSWD worker said, just leave your kids to them. Just leave your kids to them. And okay lang. It's okay. We'll be ending soon. As soon as 2 minutes. So actually, we should be ending. So I had again a very, very big mouth today nang dahil sa'yo, Imusir Cart. Nang dahil sa'yo, napakwento ako ng buhay ko dito. Ayan. Thank you so much for staying with me. And thank you for empathizing. Thank you. Padamot analmet nang inalam ya. Sorry, but I don't want to say it. Tagat no DX mo. Sorry. Narigat. Adati kakasinsin na nga ada iti. I don't know if they're hantay nga mo no adadating agdangdangag, they just don't want to type something because we are connected to each other mo kadwa tayo iti Igor Dreamers. So amo da. So when adati we did ask about this annulment in the Philippines kat nagina. I did. Dahil nga we did. I am actually looking for a lawyer to work with this. Di lawyer kami nga amo kay ket madina kanuti agpasina. Di kayat nakanukat um to build a family. Di kayat na han kanu nga ag anal. So, hindi ko na talaga kayang i-English lahat yun. Promise. I lost all my vocabularies. Di amok lang na ng English. Plato, kutsara, diaper, shoes. I need to go back to school. So, tomorrow we'll be talking about another episode of life. Yay. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me. I'll be ending this live stream in a few minutes. If you have some questions, okay, I'll give you time. I can answer some. But personal informations about my ex, I'm so sorry I couldn't say it. So the kids are still with him, with his family. Yeah, I am. I am a feminist, Riva Shane. So I'm a feminist, but I also agree with men. Okay, as long as you're on the right thing, that I think. Bo lang bo. I love listening, love life, others. Go lang. I guess we need to end because. Thanks for sharing your story, Madam Giovanni. Thank you so much for listening. And so again, the kids are still with him. If I call, they use their aunt's phone. Three of their aunts will be, and what the latest one is their dad's. No, I'm not. Ang dati kaya damot. Dati kaya damot. Pobre pa ako sa kanila kahit andito ako. So they actually don't need anything. But I'm so happy nga they are still letting me talk to the kids. I send a very very little amount. I can't send a bigger amount than that. I'm matititiman. So they took the children, so they have to be responsible. That's it. They know what they signed on the agreement. I told them that I can still sue him. Even after 20 years, I can still sue him because of that incident. And he has a record that they can review. So tomorrow we'll be talking about that, guys. We need to go to sleep because we have a work tomorrow. So thank you so much for the 10 million viewers there. Thank you for participating. And maraming salamat sa support. See you all guys tomorrow the same time. No one anti question. I'll be ending this broadcast. Haan magkiditiman? Haan magkidi? I just talked. Nakasawak dagay kids ko din. Papa-English tuloy. Thank you, Igorota ako. Bye-bye. Have a blessed day or night. Thank you. Nakasawak magkiditi managiti kids. Idi Sunday. Kat inusarda di Facebook na. Ngam ko nakahan ko kayat iso na makasaw. Although I forgave him. Long time ago, I forgave him. Idi ko pa lang. Idi ada ako ni J. Hong Kong. Kat mga kung I forgive you. But it doesn't mean that we're going back together. Basta I forgive you. You can find another woman. And I can sign the petition that you will be free. I don't know. So I don't have anything at all na news na connected kanya na. Kano, aday so na nga, agsasaungay ka, baga nga, anak, ag-headset ka man. Sika lang tiket ko mamakasama. So, they don't like me yet to buy a phone for the kids. But I think I'm gonna buy phone. Pagkasahod ko. I think I'm gonna send money for phone so that my kids will have their own phone. My first child is now 12 years old. My second is 10 and my last child is 8. Just turned 8 na this October 9. And the end. Oo, the end na para hindi na humahaba-haba. Wala lang question ha, bukas na po. Alright guys, it's time for us to rest. Sino po ang susunod? Please set up na para mapuntahan na po kayo. Go, go, go. I'll be ending na. Okay. Okay. I-next ko sa ni yours vlog. Okay? Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ayan. Magpa-play pa ako ng isang thank you.